there folks, TaterCat here. Today I will be reviewing The Chronicles of Nick, Illusion by Sherrilyn Kenyon. This is the 5th book of the Chronicles of Nick series. As you know, I've been reading this for a while. This one picks up immediately after the last book. Nick wakes up in a body that's not his in an alternate reality where Bubba's his dad, his mom's a successful businesswoman, Caleb is human, so are Acheron and Simi and all that, and he doesn't have his powers, obviously. Meanwhile, in their reality, the Nick that was inhabiting the body that he's currently in now is just this cowardly little twat that screams about fucking everything. So Caleb and Zavid and Cody are just like, well, this isn't right. They figure out that the reason why this happened is because somebody took the opportunity after they sealed Nick's powers to separate his soul from his body so they could kill his body so his soul would have nowhere to go to. Find out later that the Arlum, I think that's what they're called, the people who revived Nakota to begin with, are the ones that did this because they have the desire to be like, fuck the balance. Why not just have the good destroy the world instead of the evil destroy the world? Because if you kill one of the Sephiroth or if you kill one of the Malachi, it fucks up the balance of good and evil, and so the world destroys itself. Fun. Nick manages eventually to summon Nakota, or Cody, and Caleb to the realm that he's trapped in. They find out that Cody is a ghost, though we already, I feel like, kind of knew that, considering that we saw the flashback of her getting killed in her timeline. She even said she got sent back in time to... She had the opportunity to kill Nick's father and decided not to, and then sit there and think about, like, oh, well, I'll judge Nick and the Arlum people that she works for. At least some of them were like, nah, fuck that. There are others who are just like, no, that's gonna destroy everything. We're gonna defect. Fuck you. So everything's gone to shit right now. All of this garbage is happening. The Malachi's generals are getting unsealed, or breaking the seals that they were in. It just causing problems, because that's what they do. So Nick is supposed to go out and subjugate them. He does manage to seal them, they get Cody back, all is well. Nick winds up back in his own reality, other Nick gets sent back, blah blah blah. And then Cody has the freak out of apparently one of Nick's generals is far more complicated than, oh, he is one of the Malachi's generals of his army. Nick, being the too kind person, basically says that the two were sealed. Oh, you can stay as long as you're not going to be a dickbag. So that's fine. They're kind of not used to being treated with kindness, so they're just like, are you sure you're the right person? He's just like, yeah. They even test it and they're like, oh yeah, you are, that's weird. Surprisingly, Cody's a lot less bitchy in this one, maybe because it's just like, she's so focused on trying to fix this weird shit that's going on, and then she gets trapped in the other reality because ghosts can't easily traverse between different realities like that. The only reason why she winds up back is the general that she's concerned about winds up pulling her back to the reality this is supposed to be set in as like a payback for Nick showing any sort of kindness to him. I had my usual problem of the constant lore drop without really any explanation to what the fuck it's supposed to mean or where this came from or what the terms are supposed to mean. I think there's less mentions of stuff from Dark Hunters. That's what it seems like, at least. This is more focused on just Nick's weirdness just Malachi stuff, which is nice. So it's not as just like, what the hell's going on? It's better understood because it's mostly focusing on one thing instead of just a bunch of shit. One thing I don't understand is throughout this entire series, Nick is constantly surrounded by people, either at least adults, and I mean like not a few years to like 20-year-old adults, I mean like adults who are 25 plus, or it's beings that are at minimum centuries years old around him all the time. And it's a little weird of just like, why doesn't he have anybody his own age around him, like ever? Cody's way old, Caleb's way old, obviously like Bubba's in his 30s, and I think Mark is like over 25 because he's close to the age that Nick's mom is, and she's like probably 30 by now. David is centuries old, and now the two people, their names are Livia and Zevakin. They're at least millennia years old because Zevakin mentions Mesopotamia. And it's weird. Why doesn't he have a single person his own age? Same thing with Simi and Ashron, they're also like millennia years old. I think since this one is more focused, or at least it seems like it's more focused, that I enjoyed this one a bit more than the previous ones, because the other ones just kept throwing a bunch of shit at you. This one is just, Nick is in a different place. Let's focus on the Malachi problem. I think for this just particular book, I'm gonna say it's probably a 7. It's good. Like I said, it's more focused than, it feels like it's more focused than the others, so it can just stop throwing a bunch of fucking lore at you from a series that you really shouldn't have to read. So, yeah, probably 7 out of 10. Higher rating than the other ones, I think. I don't remember. So, that's it for this one. I will now be starting the 6th book. I believe this is the 5th. It's an 8-part series, so this also comes to the territory where I have not read 6 through 8. I've only read 1 through 5, so this will be new territory, so let's hope that's a good thing. Like, subscribe, and all that noise. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Later.